Buongiorno, welcome to New Hampshire Alive. In these exciting travel episodes, we will be exploring the great city of Rome, Italy. So sit back and enjoy while we visit places like the Trevi Fountain, Piazza Narbona, the Vatican, the Pantheon, the Colosseum, the churches and catacombs, an Italian chocolate factory, and even Gladiator School. So thank you for tuning in, and please enjoy these exciting foreign New Hampshire Alive travel adventures.
Buongiorno di Roma. Nicola and I are at the Scuola Gladiator Roma, which is the gladiatorial school. We are going to train to be gladiators. So half the adventure was actually getting here. We had to walk from our apartment about a mile to the Tremini train station. Then we had to take the blue line down to Piramidi, which is the pyramid stop. There's actually a pyramid in Rome. It's pretty cool. I'll show you some pictures later on, or before, maybe you already saw them. Once we get to the pyramid stop, we had to find the bus, which was okay. They were right outside. We got on the 118 bus and we started cruising down here. We asked the driver where the stop was. It was Via Appia 18. He just looked at us, nodded, went back to reading his paper. So we passed Via Appia 18 and we keep going. We get off at another stop because he decided that he didn't want to tell us. So the adventure was getting here. So if you actually can get off at Via Appia 18, there's a long dirt road that you will follow to come here. So it's quite hard to find, but we're hoping that the adventure is worth it. So Nicholas and I are at the Gladiator School in Rome, and we're going to train for 2 hours to be gladiators, and hopefully we'll get to bash each other with some swords and some shields and such. It should be an awesome, wonderful time, and we are ready for the good and glory of Rome, because that's what they used to say. I'm Dave Ferrullo, and thanks for tuning in to New Hampshire Alive. Okay, we are heading into the front entrance, and this place looks pretty cool. There's a little bit of music playing. I don't think they had music back in ancient Rome, but it is pretty interesting. I hear a group of people in there already training. I hear some grunts and groans and some clinging and clanking of the swords. I think they're using wooden swords or such, but we'll go in and see if we can't sneak a peek. This is really cool.
After the Roman Colosseum was completed in 80 AD under the Emperor Titus, gladiator schools, or the ludus, popped up all over the Roman Empire. These schools trained slaves and also free men to fight in the arenas for either their freedom or for money. The slaves, unfortunately, had to fight to the death, while professional gladiators had matches much like today's MMA cage fights.
So here we are, and I'm standing here with my new friend here, and this is a plastic, not marble, replica of one of my training buddies. So I hear some training going on in there, so I'm going to try to sneak a peek and see what's going on and see what is in store for Nicholas and I once we get this thing rolling. So let's try to sneak in and see what our competition looks like, okay?
Rome had 4 ludi within the city limits, including the Ludus Maximus, which ruins can still be visited today. Ludus Maximus housed several thousand trained gladiators. Origins of the gladiator is somewhat of a mystery to historians, with some Roman scholars suggested they were Etruscan imports. One of the first Roman gladiator schools was in Capua. This school birthed the famous Spartacus, who led the gladiator slave revolts and was successful in changing policy regarding slave and gladiator ownership. Gladiator training was strict, disciplined, and required a substantial commitment. As in today's martial arts schools, trainees started as novices and worked their way up through the ranks with hopes of becoming Primus Palus, which is the highest level of gladiator. Romulus and Remus, the twin founders of Rome, were the son of Rhea and either the god Mars or his brother Hercules. They were cast out to die at birth, but were found and raised by a she-wolf. They later founded the city of Rome. Well, at least Romulus did anyway.
Gladiator school museum right now. It's super cool. Do you want to look around with me? Come on. These are some gladiator helmets from, I think maybe some of these are from the Colosseum. That's the one I like. And now down here, it looks like this might have been a bow and arrow. I'm not sure. It doesn't say either. And now look at these. Look at these shields. Some of these are decorated very interesting, aren't they? Like this one right here has bent arrows and it looks like a unicorn horn and wings right there. This is what a Roman soldier would look like. He would not fight in the Colosseum because he protected their country, unlike the prisoners or pros that were put in the Colosseum. And now these are Roman soldier shields, I mean. This one has a giant crack through it. I think it might have been bashed by like one of these things, or maybe stabbed by one of these. Who knows?
Go.
When you start in the Colosseum as a gladiator, you have a little shield. But as you get better, you get a way bigger shield, like these two right here. These two are so big, I can't even pick them up. And they weigh probably about 45 to maybe 60 pounds. Nope. Look over here at this guy behind all the things right here. Look at him. He's huge and he has a giant hammer with him, if you can see the very bottom.
This guy was used to finish off a professional gladiator who was accidentally mortally wounded in the arena. He would bash his head in as an act of mercy, as the medical care was really poor in Rome.
Before the gladiators came out for the main event, they would send animals out to attack slaves, because they would slather the slaves in blood of like goat, gazelle, and things like that. Say they let out this guy or this guy right here, and they would eat him because it's their food. That they smell like their food. Poor little guy. Over here you can see the swords. You see this weird bent sword, a really short sword, a gladius, which was their main sword, and this wooden sword called a rudis. This was their practice sword. It has a ball at the end for balance with the weight, and it was the size of a gladius, the main sword. So they could practice using one, like they use this to learn how to use this guy right here. So, say you just got into the gladiator business, you would start with this wooden sword practicing, like, who knows where? I don't know. They would just practice hitting each other with those sticks. And then as they got better, they would practice with these. And if they wanted to, they would go to the short sword and then maybe the sicca. These are the beginner gladiator helmets. They would wear these at first. They thought that these were better because it had full head protection, but I don't agree with that because you can't see to the sides. See that? 2 eyes right there, but nothing on the sides. 2 eyes right there, nothing on the sides. So you're completely vulnerable on your back and your sides. Now look at this guy. This guy might be a little okay. It sticks all the way on your head. It has those two things. And it has kind of a wide-ish angle, but you're still vulnerable closer to your back. So you must have your enemy stay to your front.
Hold on.
This hurts.
Much like a red carpet event of today, the games were a spectacle. It was an opportunity for the who's who and the to-dos to look their best in public. And of course, money was at the root of it all. And while the socialites socialized, the gladiators trained for battle with hopes of becoming free, rich men.
There is some hardcore training going on behind us right here. This family is actually from America, I think, because I think I hear some English without a British accent, so I'm guessing America. They're doing an excellent job and giving us a little bit of a point of view about what we're going to be going through. So since we're going to be going through it, I'm not sure how much of the camera will be on while we're getting pummeled out there, but I will do my best to get us while we're training. Maybe I can find a slave to do the videoing for us. That would be awesome. Well, we are ready to go. We just got the full guided tour of the inside of the museum where we had all the weapons explained to us by our trainer, and we are ready to start our warm-up and start our combat training. In just a few minutes, our coach will be out here, and he said to get ready to become gladiators. If we win, if we survive, then we're going to become free men, because right now apparently we're slaves and we have to win our freedom by fighting and winning in the arena. So I guess it's authentic. And it was explained to us that this group that runs the Gladiator School is a historical society, pretty much, and what they do is they really go in period with their living, and what they do is they don't just reenact wars and battles, but they actually live like the gladiators live. They eat the same foods, they dress in the same dress, they live by the same honor code. So it's pretty cool. Very knowledgeable people, and a group of educated historians, which is very surprising. Well, not surprising, which is very cool, I will say. So here comes our trainer. So we better get ready to go and start our process.
Neither Nicholas nor I were expecting such a lengthy and active warm-up. Hey, but as they say, when in Rome. But it was fun, challenging, and exciting, and it did get us ready for the training that was to come.
1, 2, go. 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 Good. Somersault. Again. Just stop. Go.
Did you see that warm-up? That was awesome. We did that like 6 or 7 times. Over the rope, through the balls, do the rolls around the arena. That was a great workout. Sensei Carl, you're gonna get some of this stuff.
I did more than he did, so he should be relaxing.
Yeah, a 200-pound man full of pizza running around in circles in a gladiator arena. Yay! Woo! Good stuff. We await. What do they call them? The wooden ones? We await the rubuses. So we start our training now. Yes!
Nicholas jumped right in and practiced his advanced two-sword techniques. We then worked with our trainer for about a half an hour on offense and defense. Unfortunately, it's not pictured here. After extensive tutelage by our trainer and drilling techniques, we were left in the ludus to practice our skills in the traditional fashion. We worked for a long time before our trainer re-emerged and brought us to the next level of training. And just like any martial arts instructor will tell you, the basics are the most important. We practiced the same 4 most effective blocks and strikes over and over and over and over until we got it right. But by the end, we were very comfortable and very confident that we could do these maneuvers.
Like a real gladiator school. This is a real wolf, the symbol of Rome. He's so cute. Up here. Hi. Stand up. Up here. He doesn't want to get up. Hey. Hey. Dedicated to Sensei Carl. Hi. Hi. Hi.
So, the training is pretty awesome, as you saw. We have hand protectors, we have our wooden gladiuses, and we have our shields. We've gone through the 5 ways to protect with the sword, the 5 strikes, and we've learned to block with the shield also. And now we're going to move on to something different. Yes. Okay, we have real steel swords, and this is going to get interesting now.
Very heavy.
Hoo-yah.
And at the weight.
The training definitely got a lot more interesting and dangerous when we moved from the wooden practice rudis to the real steel gladius.
Head. Neck. Cover with the shield. Other side neck. Stomach. Let me right to the stomach. 1 and 2. Spin and spinning back. Neck. Other side. Stomach. Spin. 1, 2. Okay? Right. Head. Neck. Other side. Stomach. Spin. Attack to the neck. Spin back. Attack other side neck. Good. Again. Now it's heavy. Yeah.
Most participants do not get to use steel swords, but because we had martial arts experience, we, luckily, advanced quickly and were able to use the cool stuff.
Good. Right. And the push my sword. This way. Push, push. Spin back. But before, I watch my enemy with the head. 1, 2, 3. Stomach. Legs. Okay. Oh, no one kill, eh? You will kill or not? Ah, okay. Good. I attack again. 1, 2, 3. Stomach. Spin. Spin back. Head. Neck. Other side. Stomach. Legs. Good. No one kill.
The basics were emphasized over and over. Foundational skills are paramount in real combat situations, so we practiced them again and again.
2, 3. Stomach. Legs. Go, 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 go. Defend it, defend it.
We were both getting pretty comfortable and confident with our basic skills. So Heramis, our trainer, decided it was time for us to advance.
We just graduated. We just graduated to helmets. Helmets. Helmets are so cool. But they did say the best gladiators use the trident and the net, which I hope we get to.
But the design is in line. 1 minute. Go!
Ave.
Imperator. Gladiatores te salutant. Fight. Head. Neck. Other side. Stomach. Legs. Good. Go back. Go back. Stand in your head. Stand in your head. Go. Kill him. Head. Neck. Other side. Stomach. Spin.
And this is how it was done. 2 men, swords, shields, helmets, with bare feet, wearing only togas or a light leather garment, fighting to the death in a sandy, blood-soaked arena with 50,000 cheering Romans within the tiers of the Colosseum.
Other side. Stomach. Spin. Spin it back. Good. Switch. Neck. Other side. Stomach. Legs. Good.
I was working up quite a sweat under that helmet under the Roman sky as the beads of salty water poured through my eyes, stinging and impairing my vision. But I was thoroughly engaged in the battle, and our trainer shouted for victory.
Kill your enemy. Kill.
My opponent was relentless. Our trainer cried for blood. Our swords clashed as our bodies weakened. I knew the end was near. Soon, with one swift blow, one would stand and one would falter. It would not be long now. After 2 hours of intense training and battling, our journey ended. But for our extraordinary efforts, our trainers schooled us in the ways of net and trident.
Now, if that wasn't the most awesome thing we've done in the last few years, I have no idea what was. I don't know if we can get this to happen back at home, but gladiator training sure rocks. And you guys are only getting a little tiny bit. We've been here doing this for 2 hours. We trained forever before we put on this stuff. And it was really awesome. Anyway, by the way, he said the Spartacus series is really horrible and it doesn't depict Rome or the gladiators at all what they used to be. So if you watch Spartacus, he says, just watch it and know it's all Hollywood and pretty much all fake. But the original Spartacus with, is it Kirk Douglas, I think? He said that was excellent. So watch that one and not the new one. Although I did like the new one. I mean, Lucy Lawless naked, ha!
We fought hard, we learned a lot, and we earned our glory and our life. We were presented with our certificates of freedom and given our Roman names.
I can give to you my name. I can?
Hermes, our fearless trainer, honored Nicholas by giving to him his own personal gladiator name. And better than that, Nicholas impressed our trainer so much that he gifted him his own personal rudis to take home to America so he could continue his training.
I'm happy. He's happy. Okay.
It's on. Go over there.
You want the cap?
Okay, so we finished. Now we won. We are free men. I am now Spartacus, and Nicholas is now Hermes, and he even got a sword as a gift.
And it says my name on it.
This was awesome. Very awesome. You have to do it. You have to come. This was really, really, really cool, and we're gonna do it again. I promise. But maybe not this year. Maybe in like 5 years when we can come back to Rome. But when in Rome, you might as well be a gladiator and earn your freedom.
Now I must slay a bug.
Ave.